Mr. Bling Bling himself, B. Actress, Bubba, Brian, and B. Pick one.
It ain't no limit, baby.
We done had rappers to come and go.
I got everybody throwing stones. You know, you get down and try to throw your family against you.
We just stuck with it. You know, it's been hard work.
That's what make you strong and make you a man when you know you're a real hustler.
Get with a click and run with it till it make a break.
I told you I ain't going nowhere. I'm like the Michael Jordan of the rap game.
Ain't no ending with this here.
Yeah. You already know Verzuz, ComplexCon. Live from Vegas, October 25th. We're about to have two of the largest groups that came up out of New Orleans, Louisiana. We got Lil Wayne, No Limit, Cash Money, Master P versus your boy, you know what I mean, everybody. Mr. Ice Cream Man, when he first came out in the game, you already know what he was doing out here, man. If you don't know, man, both of these groups started out in 1991. Coming from New Orleans, you know what I mean? They doing their thing. Each one of them had their separate ways that they came out into this game, you know what I'm saying? And they say, you know what I mean? They saying that you've never seen Birdman or nobody's seen Birdman and Master P in the same room at the same time. So that might say a lot about, you know what I mean, how much division that was in between these two groups. Now, you know, you have the Calio projects and you have these different areas that they're breaking it down to in Louisiana. So a couple of people in the South was telling me that, you know, it's different. You might not associate with them people on this side of the town like they say, you know, one of them people, those people, you know. But on the cool, I heard that I think Slim, not Slim, what's that dude, BG? And the other dude that was murdered from there, man, you know, they was pretty good. You know what I mean? Soldier Slim. I heard they were supposed to be like probably the only two people that I've known that was supposed to have gotten along outside of that. And before rest in peace, Soldier Slim was actually murdered. You know what I'm saying? You 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 wouldn't even, you know, you probably would have had hopes of them getting together, but it ain't. But you see, right now, man, these boys did it. You got Lil Wayne doing this thing. You have the Hot Boys when they came out. It was a crazy era. Master P and the Ice Cream Man. So I don't know where they gonna even start this at. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you know, and P been doing it.
Bill, don't miss a night of greatness.
Yeah, and it's gonna be great. You know, the return of verses too. It's the return of verses. I think the last time I saw it, it was like Gucci Man and Young Jeezy. So this is gonna be real big for the city of New Orleans. It's gonna be real big for the South, man. This is one of the ones I'm really seeing that is gonna represent the South in the right way. And even today, I just seen that looks like they're trying to get not Cash Money, but the H Town boys into it. You know what I mean? Like the screw heads and Houston and all that stuff involved in it. So you can see it's opening up another venue, another line, or another tread for water for the, you know, the new artists to keep on continuously growing and show that, hey, put in the work, man. It's gonna pay off in the end again. You know, it's paying off right now. But you got two of the hottest groups that's coming together October 25th, Las Vegas. You can get your tickets. I try to just find some tickets online right now. This is one of those interesting places I probably would want to go visit just because of the severity of how iconic these two groups were, you know what I mean? And I don't know about you, but I remember where I was at that time, some of this stuff was cracking off. And you probably know where you was at some of those times, you know what I mean? So realistically, when it was coming up, I had a debate back in the day with some people out here in the South because I thought Lil Wayne was gonna be the one. Come to find out, he was the one that furthered his career a lot further than anybody else in the game. So, you know, most people might say that he's the number one rapper. You know what I mean? Greatest of all time. But you know, I said the same thing when I was younger. I just didn't know how long this young man was. And the reason I made that because I was in a group with the CEO Records. I was signed to a record label back in when I moved out here in like 96. And when I signed I was the young one in the group. So, you know, of course, I'm gonna be looking at Wayne to be the man in his group. You know what I'm saying? So when they was asking me that, he got my vote. But I was coming from Temple, Texas last week, man. Shout out to my boy Seven, man. I hope you get better. I was coming out of Temple, Texas, and I got a chance to hear the music. The DJs came on the radio and they was playing it. And I didn't know how much music that Master P done put in there. You know, I ain't saying that No Limit and Cash Money is, a pushover, but man, Master P put in some hits. And like everybody know, he had a what? An album out like once every 2 days, realistically. Not like maybe once a month or something. Man, he had so many artists, but the dude was putting in work and he was taking advantage of the time that was given to him at that time, man. Coming to the South in Texas at that time, bro, it was really nobody else that you was listening to. P had the game on lock. From I Got the Hookup, Ice Cream Man, Make You Say and everybody, of course, I'm go by Falah McKnight P. I'm coming out here called P. So I used to hate when people would say, "Hey man, what's your name?" And I'm telling my name, and everybody gonna say, "You ain't no P." So I had to hear the whole all that. Let me hear you say that was crazy. Man, that just shows you, you know what I mean, the influence that the dude had on the game, man. So the South used to be cracking. Dallas used to be off the chain. You know what I mean? Anything coming out of Louisiana at that point was good. But when the Hot Boys and them came, they kind of transitioned the music a little bit. You know what I mean? They coming out with the white tees, the soldieries, just like they had some they used to wear the soldiers and stuff like that, but I think there was a different type of Reebok that they were wearing, you know what I mean? So you got the classic and the other kind, but however it was, they both, you know what I mean, contributed to making the Reeboks a little bit more popular than it was. But Cash Money came out, man. It was what it was with Cash Money, Lil Wayne, Hot Boys, Turk, BG. It was a little bit different, you know what I mean? So that time, having a group of 4 dudes versus a whole mob of a record label, it was changing the game. You know what I'm saying? So when Juvie came out, he was like the older one. You know, what I mean, you hearing his stuff drop a little bit first, and they put the game up, and they did it from that point. They ran off with it. You know what I mean? They didn't stick around a long time and be as a group as long as we thought they were or we wanted them to be. But they came in here and they did their thing. So October 25th, you're gonna see it. If you don't know, some of y'all music vocabulary don't is not in that extensive. Your memory is you too old. Your memory don't even go far that back. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what was out at that time. But me, I was out there in these streets, in these clubs, checking out the music because I was doing music, I was performing it. And so it was your dreams was at that moment. So I seen the effects that Master P had on the club. I can't really vouch for Cash Money and them. I know they did their thing. I know they was out here, but I didn't really see the same effect that Master P and them had. So when I was coming back from Temple last week, man, and that DJ played Master P's music versus the Cash Money music, that trip was probably like 2.5 hours, right? I promise you, a large percentage of that time, man, was Master P's, and he didn't even bring in the whole songs and stuff like that. It was so much music that he only brought in a hook and like a couple of words off the first verse. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was one of them banger bangers, he played the whole at least to the second verse, or at least to Silk the Shockers verse. And if you know what I'm talking about, everybody know what I mean by it. Stupid, get out of here. Anyway, Silk the Shocker verse, they cut it off, but Cash Money didn't make it that long, man. They had a lot of music and stuff like that, but the hits versus Master P, I think if you have to judge it and give somebody a trophy from this or some more props and say who dominated the South at that point, my vote, and not just because I'm wearing camel right now for this video. This is what I do. I didn't go get this hat specially made. I rock with camo. That's just something I love to do. But I'm gonna have to give it to No Limit, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Master P and them put some work in, and until you start hearing these songs, I don't know and I don't even expect the people out west, out east to really understand how crucial he was to the South, man. This boy gonna have a gang of music. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a gang of artists, and there's gonna be a gang of stuff you rock with. So right now, I say if I had to pick a winner, I'll give it up to Master P. Other than that, um, it's a celebration for New Orleans. Big ups to Master P, big up to Cash Money, all their groups, all their artists and different things like that, man. Salute y'all what y'all did to the game. I think it's what 30 plus years right now. So shout out to the South, man. Big ups to the South. Big up to the fans, everybody that's supporting them, man. So y'all tap in. Las Vegas, August 25th. You're gonna see two of the greatest out of New Orleans go at it. And I hope it's like they said, man, it's gonna be a celebration, man. Celebration of the culture, celebration of the rap, celebration to black, celebration of everything. So y'all tap in, y'all tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? And y'all let me know in the comments below who y'all think won or what songs they didn't play that you should have heard. You know, something like that. So tap in and let me know what you think, man. Cash Money versus No Limit, October 25th in Las Vegas. And if you were there, send me some videos, man. We'll make something happen or something like that and make sure that everybody can see it. But until then, man, lock in, stay prayed up, man. Tap into your people, show some love to your folks, and stay prayed up. Keep God first. So, yeah, Cash Money, No Limit, October 25th. We're gonna see how they rock. Until then, subscribe to the PM Lifestyle Podcast, man. Follow all that stuff that's floating right there, all that good stuff like that, and